Hello, hi friends. My name is Lima and welcome back. You know what time it is? Citizen Show, and we are Notify Media. Banai. Mulekerao otukabirira. Man you. Baba bakubye musirike mukabe byammwe. How are you, sir? How are you doing?
Owagira timuche.
Baba kube.
Omuliro kumagwaje.
Sekuma muliro. But bantu ne bakaba Monday to Friday.
Mukati musiremeddeku.
Lwaki mukaba?
Muyimbirira. Are we the first people to lose? Huh?
Onaga mambu ntankula ntalo. But we are telling you things you don't want to listen. If you don't want to listen, what should we do?
Kale. Yuze.
Hey, how has been your day?
Yeah, the day is okay.
Obasiko yogerezako.
Neyogerezako munange. Gwe mugagga.
Otyo?
Mugagga bamugamba ebyo byenjogera. Ebyo mbigamba bali eri. Abatalina wa. Gwe ina wa. How are you?
Good.
How are you?
My day has been great. My day has been loving. I went to school. I went somewhere and then I came to work and Pitu green.
Chakabi.
But anyways, what's up? How's been the week?
The week has been okay as we are concluding the week. Today is a Friday, the 23rd, and the weekend is knocking. So complete the plan for the weekend.
Tina Linus party after party. Tina Linus after party.
It's happening today?
Today, this Friday.
Location?
Friday at Linus Studio.
So the party animals already plot here.
Yeah, plot here Friday. Mamazo Jibawa. Be there or be nowhere. It's free of charge.
So it's happening today, so people can go through.
How much are the tickets?
And they're cheap. Events in just
omusajja alina n'oluyimba ne Bruno K. Oba Bruno K alina oluyimba.
Producer soka tuyambeko tumanye information about that. We need to know the ticket prices so that we can inform the people abagenda oyitirayo.
Yes. And then Bruno mbade mchakubuza. Bruno K alina oluyimba ne Semboga
oba
Semboga alina oluyimba ne Bruno K.
Monga sizo. Bona bayina nyimba ne bombi bayina oluyimba. I would say like that. Bombi, they have a song together.
Kawali mzimu. Nabya kagundi awo mbo ava pisa afana na Rihanna. Nyuma bana lwaki bakola bine ebintu byeti.
Nange no waliwo yangambye.
Kigambe ekyo.
Waliwo yangambye. Fanana Gloria Bugi.
Ani.
Waliwo yangambye. Ate omukyaliwo. In fact taliwo.
Ojja kwocha. You will burn.
Kati tugenda nonya muzeyi Charles.
Nina kwesimbawo kuba Miss Tourism. By the way, have you seen that thing
of what?
Of the Poetem, the Pan Africa Tourism event?
Yeah, nchirabiyeko the followings in you. What?
It's having.
It's that side of Monyonyo.
Yes, the Commonwealth. Ina gundi, bringing out Ugandan culture. There is Ugandan cuisine, there are crafts. Wabali abantu banji nababyeyo ba Miss Buganda, ba Miss ababa kingdoms ba queens ba kingdoms abo.
Tosanga ba masandugu.
Tebaliyo. Tosobola kubasangayo. So, it has been great and today is the second day. It's an
running
event
for
it's running for 3 days.
So it means by tomorrow Jakube wedde.
Yeah, by tomorrow Jakube wedde, but nalabye ne minister wa Fena Banja yabaddeyo and balekeddemu.
Why? Mbadde manyi wabadde balina omuwa.
Otyo?
It is such a big thing, the Pearl of Africa.
But Minister Mulamba, Prime Minister
of Uganda.
Yes.
Because Uganda is the Pearl of Africa.
No. It is the Pearl of Uganda.
What is the capital city of Africa then? All in all, the government wants to ban these cars, helicopters on school proms.
Yeah. By the way, talk about it.
I am not seconding
Talk about it.
Why would they ban?
They should. Do you know how much pressure we'll be having for prom?
The students.
The students. Even the parents, actually.
But it's not a must.
It's not a must. How? How are you going to tell your sister Oba your brother, kale together you're a parent. How are you going to tell your child ntino togenda genda ku prom because I don't have money? You have failed as a father, you have failed as a parent. You are an absent dad. Kulika kantu kutichoko kwa kama present dad. So, refusing your child to go for prom is giving absent dad. But when you see the thing of helicopters, omwana aleta helicopter kubundi, omwana aleta Rolls Royce. I saw these prom parties and I'm like, yo, did we study from the same country or what?
It is the same country but different schools.
Awakulu. Abana babalisa mayonnaise buli kanaku.
Ba producer baffe.
Babalisa mayonnaise buli kanaku. Gwamanye ebigunda byana biba
bitibita. Nemukira siba bitibita. Birya buli.
Munnaye omanye gwe ekikopo ekigunda ekiki ebikebe bya mayonnaise ebirisa abaana abo bonna. Omanye sente ziba nera basasula sente nyingi.
That brings us, according for me, in my opinion, I don't think there is no reason of removing the helicopters and the cars. Right. One thing is, chogambenti, you if you fail to provide to your child, you would have failed as a parent. That brings me back to parenting, back home, because if you know your standards, jove wamwe. And that fit koma wano we are middle class kwa waliwo baliwo jotunulya plan kids waliwo middle class noberawo ne bali muntu wa wansi okitegeera tusobola kungamba nti omwana when you look at where you're coming from sagala kuzala bifo by'abantu. I will use the renowned ghetto. Let me say Kamwocha. Tuva Kamwocha tusula mu room emu okitegeera. If by luck or chance I have been able to reach that school or maybe by bursary or by scholarship, they are from low families, but because of talent,
yes,
you will not compare yourself. No one have a kololo.
Kati, let me tell you something. Kids will always want to fit in. As you see, all my circles are having iPhone 15. I would also, as a kid, I would also want to have an iPhone 15. Never babana, but all my friends buying iPads. I will also put my parents on pressure to get me an iPad. Kati, let me tell you, that's the same thing. Easy. When I saw my sister one recently, she was in senior 4. So we're talking about prom. By the way, prom young senior 6. Do you know my dress renting it? It was 200K.
You rented the dress?
Yes, renting it.
You got the dress?
Yes, I got it.
You could afford the dress.
Kati, bana. Youngamba customizing my dress, having a very pretty dress, being able to be able to take a extraordinary 500K. I was like, yo, that was my whole budget. What are you talking about?
First rate. On the 200, you add the 500.
No, in the kumobisera byafe. Yes, adasiwala 2023. Kati munaye, my dress was that cheap. But for her, she wanted a dress of 500K customized. Meanwhile, that 500K was my whole budget.
People put on dresses for 3M.
Mwanakwe.
5M.
I was like, yo.
But I think people should do.
Abana ne bambala wigi ezikomeno zi 20 each.
They can afford. They can afford. Oba muzada asobola oku affording omwana we Rolls Royce. Okitegeera. Not everyone came with a Rolls Royce. Not everyone that brought a helicopter.
Ate no kankugambe waliwo n'abaana bali ku gate nga tebalina motoka. We were there at that prom. Ng'abaana bali ku gundi nga tebalina motoka nga basaba busabi abantu abayingira babayingiseeko. As
long as you know your standards. You know your standards, you know your background. Kintu kikulu. You know when people get to school, they forget. Ochiringa n'abaana babagaga nawe n'olowooza oli mugagga. Yet at the end of the day, eba biwedde ogenda kudda eri ewamwe n'abali okitegeera. So this is according to standard. Kubanga ela sichagala kumenya masomero okitegeera. There are proms where we see helicopters. There are proms where we see
normal cars.
We are proms where we see no car.
Sure.
Not even a motorcycle. Okitegeera. But it's according to the standards.
Nolaba omwana nga yesalidde akavide but red lipstick n'atekamu kachoka nakubaka dress n'atekako enkolo n'ogamba leero luno.
prom negwa.
And then by the way, that thing stresses not only the parents, that thing of prom. You know, there is also a pressure of getting a prom date. Kati ate ku side yaffe ey'abawala.
Babagamba ne mugana, tubasaba ne mugana.
Oba olina gw'oyagala akusabe.
N'agaana.
Naye nga naye takusaba. Naye nga ye teguggwa. Kati ate gwe saagala onsabe, ate ye gwajja.
Nennemerako, nenkuleetera obumulimuli.
Ate by the way, the prom these days is very well. It's overwhelming me. Okay, when we were whatevering, the flowers, the proposing, it was there. They've become extraordinary.
How?
I'm to take a date, and then I don't know if these people be dating like before prom or because I'm to take a date. I'm telling you, will you be my date? Will you be my prom date? I'm like, yeah. Yeah, it's very romantic. Faye, you could even get it on call. Well, yo, Lima, will you be
there? Yeah, will you attend prom?
Are you coming for prom?
Yes.
Man, I want you to be my prom date. I don't know if it will be possible.
No, Gamma.
No, it will not be possible. And then it took last week of prom. So in a date, what Davie? No, you're going
to go about those so we don't back Gamba. Then he got chose another babe. I don't know what
I even saw a kagal.
So you got a date?
I had two. Don't even play with me.
He was the one you wanted, or
one that I wanted, and the other one.
You babe. You brave that nigga.
And then there is this girl Bambi that I saw on prom. The guy disappointed her at the last minute. Do you know what that means?
Like the guy never appeared.
Yes, he never showed up. How was your prom?
Maybe it was an emergency.
Did you even go for prom? You went. You went.
I'm that guy who disappointed. I'm that guy.
You see your bad manners. But then she had a very good comeback because tell me why. She came on the what's the name of this car? It was very posh. It was very posh.
The babe.
Yeah, the babe. She came to the school in a very posh dress, in a very posh car. I was like, yo, that's a very good comeback, girl. And yeah,
that was a comeback for her.
Her prom was good.
Having that luxurious car, it was a comeback. Katate muga tuzijjewo comeback here and date. And did that kagad.
That is a chengamba. Baba take abana ku pressure.
No, tawali take abana ku pressure because amongst the requirements they take out for prom. What are they said? Dress to your fullest. Category take ku pressure. I want to be on top. I want to be the queen. I want to be the king. Together. No school will be there on the menu or on the things they need for prom. But they want to let a helicopter. This is just
your thing.
Thinking and you'll be like, katinze nchikoze ncho kukola chokakasa.
Samu na yeda. Kati waliwo ne gundi. Never know. Chigenze, what are you going to say?
Chambade kunyonyola, still on that. It is the kids, it's us, the students. We say, I take a pressure, like I want to showcase this, I want to show this. And when we sit down and we listen to our friends in the later, I'm going to go to Abrams, for me I'm going to Oscar. We say, and that's where the competition starts from.
Yeah.
What I would say, when it comes to prom, there are some things they should, as schools, because there is a school I had, being just the prom president, it is 10M. And then
what?
I was like
10M?
And you'll be like, a school is having a budget for prom over 500M. Like, you know, so there are some things that people should minimize. The higher the prom costs, the higher
the money is
bagenda okuteekamu okitegeera kuba temujja kukola prom ya 500 okitegeera omwana yamba olugwera emitwalo 10.
Let me tell you, that thing should be banned. It should.
For me, I don't think it should be banned.
And then they not only say, they talked about even the prom. I want them to be a nursery. Well, bineno actually be trips. Ochimanyo mwana kugamba tugenda ku trip Dubai. Bagala dole nkumi ezo.
Dubai kuba cheyo. Obakulambula bakadama.
No, omuzadde togenda ngayo.
Like doing what in Dubai?
Kula baba fani ba Bruno Cliff.
Since when did schools start going to tour the Bakadamas? So Bakadama
bagala. No, tebagenda touring Bakadama naye baba bagazachi. They just be going to tour Dubai, they go to Burj Khalifa, they go
Which is okay.
Yeah,
if you can afford.
They go to the gardens, those beautiful gardens in Dubai. I don't know what they're called, and they, different places. They need to be exposed. These are international kids.
It's okay.
But that thing of those trips are extraordinary. Omwana mutwale muzu, mutwale alabe Maction Falls, mutwale waneno Gwindi Impenetrable. That is okay.
At the end of the day, when you look at if a parent can afford the $200, $2,000. If a parent can afford that, I think taking the kid to Maction or to Queen Elizabeth is something.
No, taking the kids there as a family is different, and taking the kids there as a school is also different.
But still,
opportunity they dance, they enjoy as a school. Going to they should first exhaust these places. There are these tourism places in Gondi, in Uganda. I think they go to international level.
But at the end of the day, I think it is all about fun, not even learning a thing. When you look at it, I think it's more academic because ajakula bakula njaba soma. Then, but the other side, when you're telling me that Omana gena kula Burj Khalifa at the end of the day, so I think that is just fun and luxury.
It's just
and by the time,
actually unnecessary luxury.
By the time omuzade wazi kwatira nazisasula naye abamanye ekiddako, so we leave the kids to be. This generation.
I usually find those kids in the morning.
That is the system. It is the system that it is there.
Me, by the time I used to study nursery, 8, 9, that's the time we used to go to school. Yes.
What age?
Tatukera nyataba tukeza nyene yakano okasanga kakezeza kali mu mpewo bakatwala kusa bakasimbye ogubaga nga gunene katambula
mwe yokulya ama musome at the end of the day. Education is the key to success. But the issue of banning the cars, banning the helicopters, I'm really seconding it. I'm not.
They should ban them.
If you cannot afford.
If you think they should ban it, you see.
No.
They should ban it.
People should know their levels. Anyway, those who side with me, side with me. Side with her, side with her. Let them showcase their money. That is no good enough. If you cannot afford, it's okay. It's understandable.
Yesterday I was reading something on the internet. Uganda tuina sente.
People are rich. Very rich. Very rich.
These coffee things that are going to happen there up. You know how many people are growing coffee? You know how much coffee contributes to the Burundi? To the economy of Uganda.
We have potholes in the road. We don't have medicine in the hospital.
Actually, I am very happy. I am very happy, and I'm not complaining. We are
talking about Salama.
That's Namuango Road. I usually use that road. So, kudos to you guys. Thank you so much. You're wearing your white cloth. Enfufu ejjuddeko ate enkuba bw'etonnya.
Kids from Munyonyo, that's what they say. They are very happy.
Just be coming from school, tochipika chideke.
If you can afford to study from Munyonyo.
Tochipika. That thing I was telling you, you know, Bebe Cole is going to headline the coffee event.
Yeah, bit that it is a marathon.
Yes.
It is that side of where?
Reshamaire.
Another Benny Diamond Platinum is going to perform.
Yeah.
Who is funding this?
First lady Janet Kataha Museveni. She's good. And it's a charity. It's a marathon concert, but they're trying to fundraise for the women that are growing coffee in Reshamaire. Reshamaire is a good initiative. It's in Ntungamo.
Yeah, it's in Ntungamo.
Yeah, it's in Ntungamo district. Era abantu be Ntungamo tushemereirwe.
You need to be taught to Runyankore. The way I see. You cannot pronounce it.
Ndeka. But anyways, that thing is going to be funded by First Lady, and it's actually going to provide job opportunities for many youths. Did you know? Era wobo yagala nedda to wetaga mulimu toyagala mulimu kati they're going to be giving you job opportunities, and yeah, actually the
so the farmers will benefit, and people will get jobs. So at the end of the day,
it's impactful. It's not only a concert
to Uganda, to the youth, or
to Uganda large, because the youth, the children, because if the youth get money, that means the generation is being built.
So what difference have they brought? Because we have seen this coffee being grown ever since colonial time, and it was taken to be one of the top cash crops in the country. Tuze tulabe mwanyi, and there are a lot of products that we have seen in coffee. What new thing have they brought? Because they sell, they take coffee, or they export. They have been exporting coffee when it is still raw, and they take it at a cheaper price. Never come here one product like this usual coffee. Wala emwanyi jaba tuwadira kunkumi bili like 2,500. They are bringing it and they are selling the pack at 30. So what new thing has this coffee in Marathon? I've seen actually there is a coffee processing industry that they have brought.
That's what I was going to tell you.
What new thing have they brought?
We have
on ground?
Coffee processing machines, and we even have baristas. Sigamantino, back then Uganda didn't have, like, even when you go to a restaurant, when you ask for coffee, bakwabi coffee bitategereka. But the fact that we're having baristas,
even these big bottles,
yes, kalenga bakwa, but it's not
the quality.
Yeah, you ask for a double cappuccino and they don't give you something that is nice. Kati. So we're having the baristas that actually learn those things, so they get employed. So we're having quality things.
Let's pray. Kubanga, what I know about Uganda, when we're together and abana engineer, at the end of the day, they bring Chinese to construct the roads. And I just ask myself, where did the engineers that were graduating?
Let me ask you something.
That is the congestion, traffic congestion during the day. So that's why at night, traffic back ended, so they get time to work on the roads. Not that, but mostly it is that time is convenient. There are no cars that are moving in the night, but during the day, causing traffic congestion.
Akatimba ka green ku bizimbe nga babizimba.
Kwatansiri kuziruma bazimbi.
Mwagala tubalabe nga muri Portugal. But anyways, I thank the government for making our roads. I'm very thankful. And the coffee.
Which roads? The
Road. All my parts are very well.
My humble request, government, we have this road of Bukoto Street.
Man. The voice of the voiceless. Bebe Zuena, yeah. Oh my God, she's looking beautiful.
Somebody's accent.
Chimera.
Yeah, they were there yesterday, and they were taken around the place.
But the thing, but I like that thing. It's giving Hollywood.
Yeah, by the way, so when you look at it, it is the way the place is being set up. It is really, really interesting.
It's so interesting.
If you have gone there for the first time, you'll be like, "Am I in Uganda?"
I know. And the fact that it's in Ntunga, there, up there, west there, where, it says a lot, because the place is giving, the place is looking great, and yeah, it's giving.
So they enjoyed the place. I saw the videos and the pictures of Bebe and Zoe and
they're like,
this couple, eh?
You guys shumba high in simple terms. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for watching.
Tuinayo Gundi.
And
Tuinayo Clash. of concerts. I don't know why it is very rampant. This time around tulabyewo clash ya Cinderella Sanyu and Dax Vibes. And I don't know why these things are happening. Kuba twainawo ku clash ya Palace and Alien Skin. But I think it is Alien Skin who jumped on the other hand's date.
Yes.
But it was not more of a clash, but it was more of a battle. That I want to show you. You said what.
Njagala kula, they wanted to prove.
It was a matter of who was the biggest audience. And then when we look at World Clash, it was Gravity and Mickey Wine. The other side, Nyameri Mwegumba.
Yeah, singer.
But
me, I think Cindy should give the guy platform. Isn't it his first concert?
Yeah, it is his first concert, and being that he's one, I don't want to call him upcoming, and I don't want to call him young. He's one person who, okay, I would say he's one of the youngest.
Promising.
Not even promising, he has done it.
Yeah.
Black Search, I didn't when the collaboration design.
Be up my door.
Politique. Kati, when you look at him as one of the youngest artists in the industry, and they are shining. And the other thing that this is one of his concerts Zavudeos Jukola Oshtegera Ngaiye. I would send Cindy I'm away. Because Cindy abadde ko ne concert and she has been there in the industry. Yes. She's a legend. But on top of that, we cannot force Cindy Okumua. I think these two, because when Cindy came out to communicate or to speak about it, she said she didn't know.
She didn't know until they had the same date. So she only came to know when the internet get so chogerako. And when you'll be like ngabona baliyongwa ngabiri mwenda August. But to the two parties, I know if they have managers or the organizing committees, I think they should come down. They should come and sit. According to me, in St. Center on this dance, who can live for who? Because when you look at Dax Vibes, ne Cindy, we might audience true.
But at the end of the day, audiences is tugamba my audience and I now want to be. But when you look at this thing in another way, one side can pull the other's audience.
Yes.
Because when you tell me you're having, let me say, I'll mention artists like, you have EPAS, you have the B2C, and they're on one side.
On the
same date. And they'll be like, vibes I never know, Cindy I never know. But for me, I prefer Oshtegera. I love Cindy, but everybody gundi.
So me, I think I am one day. Yeah, he should give her. She should give him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like to have something.
But we don't want to see it is the best thing other than for Kuvayo. Anyway, your idea is good. Kuvayo to know that there are some reasons you are based on to say that I'm away. Because this is Cindy Tumulabi, Cindy Abadeo Oshtegera, and she has been there. Kuvayo shows a Zenja Ulu. And Botunoli Dax Vibes.
It's his
first time. I think to anybody na yetu muwa. Remember mukubate chikono. But it should be on table. But bakiriziganye about this. Like the B2C. I think Bali Backlash in Zeko, was it Juliana?
Yeah, it was Juliana.
Then they had to.
I'll tell you, see how they did it this year. They left it. So you can leave it and leave it for
you add on your numbers in one way or the other. So for me, Cindy, Simina ko Buzibo having the show. Dax Vibe Simina ko Buzibo having the show. But at the end of the day, deciding that I'm doing my concert on this date. Yeah, because when you look at August, the China is now. So it means this person sat down and be like, I'll do it on this date.
True.
So I think the management should sit down, ngabo, bagwi bagambe nti kalo no mulekere. Oba bukina bakiganya zona zibereyo, then we see who will top. But Sandy agadde people pulling ropes kubanga botunulira musically these people are in different lines.
Different, very different
generation oli abaddewo nnyo kalo no wali naye
kyogamba ye mukulu nnyo
musically
generation ye mukulu era abaddewo nnyo
musically Cindy mukulu
ye abaddewo nnyo yayimbako ne kadongo kamu anti ogambye mbu ye abaddewo era abaddewo nnyo
boga ku muwagizi wa Dax Vibes ayinza okutamu omuntu, but I just meant that mukulu as in musically when you look at the experience in the Jaina, you cannot compare it with Dax's experience.
Sure.
Though right now, Dax in this generation, naya ina that audience, job buildings a year or together. So I wish that one day I got these people to pull ropes at the end of the day. Kwanga biyoma ja blaming amune.
Ne Daxi aina nyimba me. Awaza nyimba.
Yeah, Daxi. Or Daxi ina nezi hits za kuba ne radio. I'm telling you, Mayumba Kumi Bulilo.
Oh, this serious? That was Dax.
That was Dax.
What?
Just in Chatu County, they had not got a video for it. But they got some videos of radio. But actually, even Dax one day said it. He didn't have that much confidence. Low self-esteem. But when radio were meeting and told him, we not talent. Stop underestimating yourself. So radio what we are more collabo.
Meeting anangamba nina talent. Singa ngamba kubo muziki wano.
Yimba mtu labe. Sample them.
Thank you guys for watching. Follow us on our Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We are Notifier Media, and this has been the Sin and Sin Show. Peace and love. Nsega Denzel Lima.